Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Now today's video I'm going to talk about our brand new signing. Now amongst the defeat against QPR last night, Luton did announce a signing before the deadline and he goes by the name of Lamine Fanne. I think I'll pronounce his name correctly. If not, I will learn how to say his name in the near future. But he is a highly rated midfielder who currently plays in Sweden. Now, he was born in Senegal before moving to Spain as a child. Now, he's currently playing his football in Sweden for a team called AIK, who are one of the clubs in the top flight. And from what I've read, is he was someone that was playing in the academy. And then one day he got given an opportunity to play in the first team, and since then he's just taken that opportunity and he's thrived since. From what I've also seen as well, because if you type in his name on YouTube, there is a few like highlight reels of him from certain games. He looks very technical, someone who looks really good on the ball, but is definitely not the final product. He reminds me a little bit of Lukonga from last season, the way his style of play is. And then some AIK supporters I've seen on social media have compared him to Yaya, like their version of a Yaya Toure, which does excite me a little bit. But I can't, talk to you guys and tell you that I think he's going to be the next big thing, because I simply just don't know who he is. We will all learn all about him together as a fan base, which is exciting to see, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, Edwards has said he's one that thinks he has high potential. He's a strong boy, can take the ball. He's more of a defensive midfielder, but can be comfortable in holding the ball under pressure. So it'd be interesting to see where we go from here, Luton, because obviously there's lots of question marks over our system, especially last night. And now we don't have that many wide players in terms of wingers. We may have to play an extra midfielder, and I think going forward an extra midfielder will have to be something we do. Play with either a defensive minded one and a creative one, well maybe two creative ones, and also a defensive minded one just sitting in behind. I think when you've got someone like Tom, our German superstar, who's a little bit defensive minded, Nakamba, who's defensive minded, Walsh, who's attacking minded, the same with Baptiste, the same with Clark. Pelly can do a little bit of both. There's a real mix of balance between attack and defence, and we can now do that going forward. And then you've also got Chong, who can play as a number 10, who can change the game in a second. So I think going forward it definitely looks like we should probably play a midfield 3. To give us the perfect balance, as we don't have many wide players in order to pursue a different formation. So I'm excited to see this lad play, Lamine, come down and play football for us. The fee was rumoured to be around, just under £4 million really. For someone who looks the real deal, I don't mind it at all. I'm a strong believer in it doesn't matter how much money you spend in football. Your best signing could be a free transfer. And it looks like Luton are doing the exact same again in Walters, because Walters was technically a free transfer, and he's been, you could argue and say, he's been our best player so far this season. So look, money isn't always the answer in things. I know people wanted us to spend a little bit more. I just wanted players to come through the door. I don't care how much they cost, I just want players through the door. Unfortunately, we've left one or two areas I feel like a little bit weak, but that's up to the club at the end of the day. But we did sign him. Try to bring some positivity to the channel because it's super negative at the moment. But welcome Lamine. He's going to be playing in Sweden until November. He's then going to have a little break until January, and then he's going to come back in January and play for us. By the time we see him, he will be 21 years old. He's currently 20, so I think getting first team football at such a young age is very important in the top flight. So hopefully he can continue to develop, and then he can come back fresh and show us what he can do in the Championship in January. And who knows where Luton will be come January this year. But yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully, yeah, looking forward to seeing him play. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be tomorrow. I want to give it another 24 hours, and I'll talk about the 5 things which I learned from the game against QPR.